Jamie, just your overall thoughts about today's win?
I don't know. I think, we got off to a nice start. Struggled scoring a little bit in the middle portion of the game. Almost gave up the lead, but never did. And, made some plays, got some stops. Marion Pelt seemed like she made a play every time, getting us a basket. Marion just did an amazing job guarding Beth Bonin and just, timely plays. Like, I feel like everybody, made a play when we needed to. Somebody stepped up and, in that kind of game, that's what it takes. You're going to need different people to do different things. And, we had different people step up and make those plays when we needed to.
Marion, move that over. Your face is covered. Sorry.
I didn't. No, it's in the middle. It's in the middle.
Throw it over here.
Obviously, they had a big loss early, losing 21 Shannon McGuire. But again, you guys were out. You're starting point guard as well. With that being said, how much did Cass and Maddie Gillis step up in big minutes tonight to replace?
Yeah, thinking about what we plan to do as far as who we thought would play today, we really thought we'd ride Maddie Gillis and play her a lot of minutes, which we did. But it was, with the thought that Olivia's probably going to play 34, 35, 36 minutes. And, when we found out 15 minutes before the game that she was a no-go, it was like, all right, well, that changes things significantly. And Cass, really stepped up and, almost played the whole game. She got a little break there. I think she started to get a little mentally fatigued just because of the high pressure of the game and every possession mattered. And I kept telling, the team during the timeouts, like, this is gonna be a long game. Like, you got to buckle in and you just got to stay in the moment. And doing that is going to make it seem even longer. And I think, there's a little stretch where maybe Cass got a little bit tired physically and mentally and, gave her a little break and she was right back in. And like I said, played 37 minutes and just did a tremendous job. And, people stepped up and, even a little foul trouble there and we were able to work around that. That's what a team is. Like when people, need you and something else doesn't work, like somebody steps up and has their back and, these guys have been that all year. Yeah,
Marion, just talk about the teamwork it took the others stepped up when you guys were in early foul trouble. Paige had 4 early, Phil had 4 early, and they came back, cut it to 2, I think, but you guys never let them, get that go-ahead basket. Just talk about just stepping up in that moment to finish out despite that struggle.
Yeah, we talked about before the game, like, we locked in every play, and I felt like we really did lock in every play. Like, we had some mistakes, but I knew that everyone had my back and that I would have everyone else's back, and, like, that was the best feeling, knowing that they were coming down our throats on their little run, and just knowing that we were still in control, even though it didn't look like we were.
Yeah, Phil, again, really strong on the boards, but after getting in early foul trouble, do you feel like that affected third quarter, not being as aggressive on the offensive glass? They ended up getting a couple putbacks in the third that allowed them to get that run.
I think after the fouls, I most definitely had to take a minute and be like, what's my game? Like, my game is to, get to the boards, get second possessions, and I had to really, think about that. Being in foul trouble, focus on that being my game, and I tried to emphasize that going in with those fouls, do my game is getting those boards, passing out to my teammates, getting the second shot position. So that's kind of, the mindset I took after, being in foul trouble.
And then, Maddie, obviously you stepped up huge today. You're aggressive from the start. Again, just put in the team. It felt like when you guys needed a basket, you got the ball in your hands. Did you have that mindset to just get the ball in your hands, drive to the hoop, continue to get to the foul line, make some shots?
I just felt like my team was just behind me that whole game. Everyone was just telling me, Maddie, take it, no one can guard you. And, that just fueled, my confidence and, it then passed out to all of them. It was just, great game.
Yeah, and then, Marion, if you want to just talk defensively a little bit. Bonin had shot 2 for 17 for 8 points. That's pretty impressive for a really great scorer and player. Just talk about defensive game planning against her and how you guys really executed.
So our game plan was just to show her lots of bodies, early high help, and just if I was ever going to switch off her, just communication. And I felt like we did a really good job if we had to switch, just showing her bodies all the time. And for her still to get 17 shots off, is really good for her to still get those shots off. But I thought we showed her consistently bodies in the paint all the time.
And go ahead if you have any questions.
Sure. So Maddie, everyone was chanting MVP after the game. Those are your initials too. Is that something your parents were thinking about when they named you?
I don't think so, but yeah, they're pretty cool initials, I'm not gonna lie.
When you were climbing the ladder to cut down the nets, you looked a little nervous, like more than you had the rest of the game.
Yeah, I'm not good at heights.
Paige, just tell me what your relationship with Maddie is like and how proud you are that she stepped up against you.
Oh, my relationship with Maddie? Yeah, I mean, I've been playing with her for 4 years now. We live together outside of this, but I mean, basketball-wise, my goal is to get Maddie the ball as much as possible. Like, I get up top, I know she's gonna put it in, so I'm just like, get her the ball, and like, I have all the trust and faith in her. And I mean, we're not done yet, and she's just a huge part of this team, and yeah, our relationship, I think, definitely fuels our connection on the court, for sure.
Coach, this is your 6th championship for seniors since their
Fifth.
fifth. What?
We'll take 6.
Point being,
Humble brag.
does this win feel any different than the previous ones?
We talked about this, that like, you know, and I think back to like the first one, you're like, oh, nothing's gonna top that. And then, you know, you get the next one, and it's like, well, nothing's, you know, that was great. And then you get the next one, and that was like, wow, that one was really special. So it's really just, you know, like the constant idea of like, there's another one out there, and you know, we wanna go after that next one. So it's hard to compare one to another, but at the same time, you know, these guys are so special. They deserve to finish out their careers this way. And so like that, you know, gives me great satisfaction that I could be a part of their careers. And, you know, for them to get 3 and 4 years, and they got 85, 86 wins now, something like that. It's, you know, it's just really special to be able to be a part of it and to be around them. And you know, they deserve that. So this one is, for no other reason, you know, that makes this one really special.
So you celebrating with your kids afterwards. What's that moment like to be able to share that with your?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, you know, we talk about it like all summer. You know, like we cut down the next year, you can come on the ladder, and so I mean, you know, they may be getting a little spoiled. The little one, you know, he knows nothing else. So
Yeah.
you know, I think we're gonna do this every year. It's a little more challenging than that, but yeah, it's nice to be able to share that.
I have a question for Miss Van Pelt. So 3 years ago, you decided that you were going to butt heads with Kid Small and almost cost us a championship.
I still got it, Mike.
But now you're a freaking MVP kid. How, like I know that you blush and all that, but like how do you actually feel? Like, did you ever think that you would actually be here to absolutely dominate 2 sports and all that and win all these championships? Did it?
No, I definitely didn't think it was going to be like this. I mean, coming in as a naive freshman, I didn't think I'd see all this and be a part of something special. Like last year, especially like these 3, and have amazing coach sitting right here. Just been a blessing. I'm excited, and especially to keep going forward. Like, we're not done yet, so thanks, Mike Hoskins.
Yeah, Maddie, I still have to officially, like, stamp on it, but you are one of, if not the most decorated athletes, male or female, to ever play here. Capping it with the SUNYAC Championship. I mean, you guys have a great opportunity to move forward. Just put that to words if you can, to just make the impact that you have made on this school.
I mean, yeah, I definitely done a lot, but I've done a lot with my teammates and my coaches. I mean, like, I've been with these girls past 4 years, and we've done a lot of damage together, and it's just like feeling my fire, feeling each other's fire, and especially in volleyball too. Like, I've been with them, like, we've grown together, and it's just love it here. I'm like bleeding orange and blue right now.
Okay, would be cliche.
Oh, I love the nail. That's what else.
And then, Matt, one more question. Just what has the senior year been? I feel like you're a completely different player than last year to this year, to be most valuable player and to lead your team, to be aggressive. You know, what was the change in your last year coming in now?
I think truthfully it was the tough loss in volleyball and like all the, not regret, but I feel like just the things that I've like missed opportunities. And I think this season, like I've talked to coach about it, just like I think it has helped me become a better basketball player, just to realize like what I've not lost, but what happened in volleyball, and it kind of just fueled me to, I guess, play better. I don't know.
Does it sting a little bit less?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right, guys, I'm good. Do you guys have any other questions? Do you guys have any questions?
I don't know.
All right, thank you so much, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.